Hi there, Nancy Lyons here, CEO of Clockwork. Let's talk about how to support and get the best from your people now that our relationships have moved from in-person to the digital space. First things first, remember that all change is disruptive and we have to account for a productivity dip as everyone, including you, gets used to the new normal. So cut yourself and everybody else some slack. In addition to that, there are a few things you can do to help minimize that productivity dip and start moving to a new normal state with your team. Here, we'll focus on two of these change enablement components, setting clear expectations and focusing on your people. Even when we're in the same room with our colleagues, we can't read their minds. And it gets even harder when we're far apart and nonverbal communications are more opaque. Take time to think about and document your expectations for your team members and for yourself as you navigate this new way of work. Think about things like, do you have expectations for specific hours you want everyone online and available? Or is there a standing meeting everyone needs to be online for and the rest of the time is flexible? Or do you have a need for people to be accessible for set hours to serve customers? These are the kinds of considerations to think about. How do you want people to indicate that they've stepped away from their computer, or they're on a walk, or they're at lunch, or it's the end of their workday? At Clockwork, we change our Slack status and ping our team channels to let them know what's up. What's the best way for folks to communicate with you and with each other? A chat client like Slack or Teams? Email? Calls? Are there certain kinds of communications you want in certain channels or situations? Maybe there's a regulatory reason to keep client content in email so it can be properly archived. Now's a really good time to remind folks of that compliance expectation. Do you expect everyone to have their video enabled for calls? Please no. Or is it up to each call or team to set their own expectations there? Finally, what commitments can you make to the team? What should they expect of you? It may seem small or even micromanagey to think about, much less document these things, but over communicating expectations is crucial to ensuring everyone's on the same page and little resentments don't build up. If we don't lay out our expectations, people will make assumptions, and we know that that never ends well. Now that you've identified your expectations, take a few minutes to put yourself in the mindset of each of your team members. For each one, ask questions like, are they big on collaboration? Are they more high focus types? Do they work from home? Do they often work from home? How do they get their energy from people, or do they really like being alone? And what role do they play in the organization? Are they someone that other people look to for the answers to everything? Do they have people reporting to them? What are they working on right now? And what would be the optimal conditions for that work if nothing had changed? To the degree that you're aware what's going on in their personal lives, knowing these answers will enable you to ask them individually the right questions. Like, for those who are more solo workers, how are they going to make sure they stay in sync with their colleagues so they don't either duplicate efforts or spend time stuck on an issue they could easily get help with? Or more importantly, how do they want you to support them in this? For your highly collaborative team members, how are they going to use tools and technology to engage with their colleagues? And how do they want you to support them in this thinking? For those in high demand, how will they make sure they're taking time for themselves during the day? It's so important and often overlooked. And again, how do they want your support when they're thinking about these things? So now you've laid out your expectations and connected with each employee about what they need and what they're planning as they enter this new way of working and collaborating. You're positioned to better weather the change and to help your people through the productivity dip that comes with it. Do you need help with these things or any other changes in your organization? At Clockwork, we offer facilitation of remote meetings and workshops. We offer one-on-one coaching, UX thinking, design thinking, and more. So contact us at sales@clockwork.com. We'd love to hear from you.